Go ahead and position the torch head into a secured location. Table mounted vise works great. Remove the molded lock nut and air nozzle from the front of the torch head. Check your white Teflon O-ring on the back of the air nozzle to make sure that it's in proper working order. Next step, we'll go ahead and remove the 2 button head screws from the metal shroud. Now be careful, because there is 2 white Teflon O-rings on the back side of those screws that insulate the shroud from the torch head. We don't want to lose those. As you remove the second screw, the O-rings will drop to the bottom of the shroud. Make sure that you locate them and then set them aside. Next, we'll go ahead and remove the V-block assembly from the inside of the torch head. This just slides right out. Set that aside. Reposition your torch head so you get good visible access to the bottom of it. Go ahead and remove those 4 screws that are on the bottom side of the torch head. Those are going to be 3/32 Allen wrench as well. This also is a good time to go ahead and inspect the bottom of the torch head for any defects, cracks, or any other things that could have happened during operation. After you've removed all 4 screws, go ahead and remove the air inlet housing from the top side of the torch. Check and make sure that your orange O-ring is in good working order, still in place. After you've done that, go ahead and get you a 5/64 Allen wrench and go ahead and loosen the 2 screws that are holding the nozzle, spring, and guard in place. Remove the nozzle, spring, and guard and go ahead and replace with the new spring and guard. Now make sure when you insert this that it seats all the way in before you tighten the screws. And when you tighten the screws down, make sure that you don't over tighten them, or that will cause them to strip. After that has been done, reposition the torch head so you can actually see the top side of the torch. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take this spring and guard and insert it down into the top of the housing. Now what I like to do is take a flathead screwdriver and pull that guard towards the front of the torch head, so that way the nozzle air inlet housing will sit down properly. Also check the back of the air tube and make sure that it is seated inside the air inlet housing. Once it's seated properly, go ahead and replace all 4 of the screws. Once you've replaced all 4 screws holding the air inlet nozzle, next step is going to be replacing the V-block assembly. Now the V-block assembly has 2 flathead screws on the bottom side of it. We want to make sure that those are located facing outward towards the nozzle end of the torch head. Take a flat-headed screwdriver and insert it through the V-block assembly into the torch head and lift up on the nozzle, spring, and guard. This will allow you to insert the V-block and seat it into the torch head properly. Now notice there's a white pin and groove that are indexed. Make sure that those are lined up correctly. Next is going to be replacing the shroud. Locate your 2 screws, your 2 O-rings, and your shroud. Now the easiest way to do this is to take the 2 screws and actually insert them into the shroud and place the O-rings on the back side of them. Finger tighten your screws, making sure that your O-rings do not drop. Go ahead and tighten it up. Now you want to snug this down. You don't want to over tighten it. What that'll do is that'll cause the O-rings to flatten out and damage them. Then there won't be proper insulation between your shroud and your torch head. Next, we'll go ahead and locate your air nozzle and lock nut. Make sure that the air nozzle's O-ring is seated up against the V-block properly. Tighten your lock nut. After you've done that, you've successfully replaced the damaged spring and guard on an N7500 torch head.